Welcome to the JobPack podcast. I'm Debashish Mishra, and I'm very pleased to have Sowmya Balaraman with us to talk through job-seeking wisdom, because job packers are concise when they have to give interviews. So let's start. Sowmya, tell us about yourself.
Thank you, Debashish. Thank you for having me here. Hello, everyone. I am a passionate IT professional. My base has been in India, but I've moved to US, let's say around 2007. I've been working, working in the US since, and been more into sales and business development. And currently I am the director of analytics of digital products and platforms at Pearson.
That sounds pretty awesome. And this is your new job, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And I know we were working with you during your job search. What were some of the challenges that you found on that hunt?
There were several challenges and roadblocks, Debashish. Firstly, I was coming after my master's degree, and I had a sales and business development background, and I really wanted to switch to doing something which kind of related with my master's degree. But I think the timing and with COVID and everything, the timing as well as the kind of profile I had, I ended up getting like the same set of job offers, let's say the sales or business development and those kind of stuff. And then, like, I would say mid-March-ish, things started like going for a freeze, especially because a lot of companies themselves were trying to hold on any new hiring, or there was a hiring freeze across. And even like there were some interesting conversations that I had with other companies based on what I've learned, etc. And some were some really really exciting positions, which kind of got close to me getting an offer, but then because of the situations, it just didn't go through. So for me, I think those were challenging, like me trying to shift gear, move away from what I was doing to doing something different, like being in an area where like the most happening area, or where the focus is on emerging IT, etc. The other is the COVID scenario, and a lot of companies having their own challenges and hiring freeze, and probably having excess talent pool in the marketplace. And everybody's like, if early on, if there were 1,000 people competing for a position, open position, now there were probably 10,000s or more than that. So I think it made it even difficult. And the worst thing was there was a complete freeze. Everybody wanted to reserve on the cash and like just do a wait and watch. So that did not help my case as well. So those were really challenging.
Yeah, I have to agree. I ran into literally the same things. This was a really tough environment. And to try and do a career transition in the midst of that, really, really tough. I commend you for, having the perseverance to get through it. And you were part of JobPack, and would love to hear, what did you like best about being part of that?
See, the best thing was, I think, how people were forthcoming to help each other. In fact, I actually, I've been grateful for you to reaching out to community to help out to seekers or people who are looking out and trying to help people. I think end of the day, that's how humanity thrives, when we help each other, especially in tough times. And the JobPack, I think it had a diverse set of individuals coming from different backgrounds, sharing ideas and thought process. For me, particularly, if you ask me if being part of the session helped me kind of identify a particular position or a company, etc. The answer is no. But what it did was it created additional momentum, and it pushed me in the direction, or rather I'd say in the right direction, in terms of seeking towards the position I wanted. And in the process, there were certain things that I did not even think of, like negotiation and a few other things, which was not on the top priority list, which were extremely important. Those things were covered during the discussion, which I felt was immensely helpful. And I think above all, it's about learning from experiences of others, right? I mean, I've worked for, let's say, 13, 14 years, but then we are having, when we are discussing with a collective group of, let's say, 10, 12 people, then that's like 100 plus years of experience put together, and you definitely pull out positives from that. And for me, it was taking steps in the right direction, moving forward, moving ahead. And that's what I think the JobPack did.
Great. I'm really glad to hear that. You're so right. I think the collective wisdom that you find in that group is so helpful for folks. And it's great to have that as a resource. What's the best advice you would give to people who are looking for work right now?
See, I would say, I mean, definitely I would request them to continue to be positive and keep the momentum going and keep reaching out to people and the network, because they have to stay positive, and it's a matter of time when opportunities knock, and it's tough to tell which kind of opportunity will fall in their lap. So it's very important to be in the positive mind frame in these kind of situations. And I would strongly also encourage them to be part of these kind of programs like job packs, because I mean, they should not come in expecting like some kind of magic will happen like the right next day or within a week, but it's the magic that happens subconsciously or unconsciously. It's like, things, it's like little steps being taken in the right direction. Results will come. It's about staying positive, being part of the group, reaching out to people, connecting to people, and having an open mindset. And that's actually helped me like switch my career path, which I've been able to do despite COVID conditions. I mean, even in normal circumstances, it kind of is difficult. And if I was able to achieve it during COVID conditions, then it's because opportunities do exist. And, we have to continue to reach out, stay positive, and things will happen.
Absolutely. You just have to keep pushing forward and trust it's a process, and you can get through it as long as you stay positive and just, be persistent. So fantastic. Just out of curiosity, what was your first job?
I started my career as a project manager. So that was my very first job. And I guess now looking back since, kind of had a gradual, acceleration in my career trajectory. And I can't be happier enough, the kind of people I've met. I mean, even the companies that I work for, the people that I work for, and the clients or customers, literally everybody, there's a lot I've learned through the process. So it's been an enriching experience. So right from being a project manager to now being the director of analytics, it's been an enriching journey, and looking forward to more years ahead.
Definitely. It sounds like a fantastic journey, and I certainly wish you tons of success in the new job and in the rest of your career. Thank you so much for coming on to the show. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Tabashish. And yeah, thank you. And, more power to you and the rest of the team who are involved in such programs. And I wish them and whoever is part of the program all the very best, and more positivity to the entire team.
Great. Thank you so much. And you can find the JobPack podcast on jobpack.co, as well as other major podcast platforms. Thank you for joining in, and we'll see you next time. Take care.